Um, so you guys, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like I'm not doing this with y'all, right? Where everybody tries to act like this dude means anybody any well, any good. But you know what, Trump supporters, I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Trump is doing an excellent job as the president already. Already, he's doing an excellent job. Apparently, the TikTok CEO is now rethinking banning the situation. Maybe we'll listen to what he has to say, and also they're crediting him for the talks with Israel and Hamas. And I'm gonna just say this about that: having one dictator be able to talk to another dictator and make sense of all this, that makes sense. That doesn't mean that this is a good thing or that it's right or that it'll actually go through the way it's supposed to go. Because the deal is so extensive. I was listening to it. I was like, the deal was so extensive, you guys. I was like, there's no way that Trump has actually been working on that deal with them for all of that time. There's just no way. Um, but I do feel like there's something to be said for getting things done before Biden gets out of office. And there's something to be said about leaving things for Trump to deal with so that it's not on Biden's plate before he gets out of the presidency. Now, y'all know the inauguration is on Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Y'all know not to look for me because you won't find me. Okay?
You know, we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform every day to connect, create, discover, and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where people can create communities, discover new interests, and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who earn a living and gain new customers using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform, one who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world and generating more than 60 billion views of his content in the process. To all American users, thank you for making our TikTok community such a rich and vibrant space, for surprising and delighting us every day. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come. Thank you. More to come. As you
Okay. So he thanked Trump. The Israeli president, from what I understood, thanked Trump as well. So we're supposed to go along with the propaganda that all of this is being done for our benefit as Americans. I'm sorry, that does not feel true on some level. That doesn't feel true on some level. Y'all, I'm telling y'all what I've read, okay? I'm not giving out false information. I read this off the AP about the Israeli Hamas situation. They're calling it a bipartisan act. That's what they're calling it on the AP. Okay. I don't go to a lot of those other places because everybody is being swayed by opinion. The AP is usually very like in the middle for me. Like, we're gonna give you both sides of the situation, and that's what I like. But this right here, I was just kind of like, word, Trump worked it all out. Yeah. Even though as people in the comments are saying, uh, he's the one who initiated the idea of banning TikTok in the first place. I do believe on some level other world powers might fear him. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or not. However, what I will say is I find it very problematic. And I think y'all have an issue with this online. And, this because people are crazy, right? Everybody's a fanatic. I need y'all to understand. I do not glorify or worship or love any political figure. I feel like political figures are basically the people representing the country in one way or another, but that does not make them special to me. That does not mean they're good people. It does not mean that they should be worshiped. And the way our country likes to create heroes out of its politicians instead of being honest about who they are and what their pitfalls are. I think we continue to cycle the same issues because people do not want to be honest on all levels. Y'all don't want to be honest in families. Y'all don't want to be honest in relationships. Y'all don't want to be honest in the government. You don't want to be honest in church. Like y'all just don't want to tell the truth in any of these areas as far as I'm concerned. When it comes to the church, they always want you to lie about something. When it comes about protecting people's images, y'all want people to lie about shit. Like y'all say it's not lying, but it is. Not telling the truth about a situation, whether good or bad, omitting is lying. And so for me, I feel like the problem that we have overall in this country is our inability to tell the truth about what the fuck be going on. And that is where the ignorance lies. And I think a lot of people feel like as a people, we don't have any power in this country. And I do feel like on some level that is a huge misinformation because people had to vote in order for us to get here. I know people think that's not how we got here, but that's how we got here. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance that's bullshit. But if you look back on the country's history and how we like, girl, they've been working towards this type of control over government since its infancy. Let's not forget our forefathers of this country were all slave owners. And everybody likes to act like that's not what the fuck was going on. Like they was just all great while they were sitting up there talking about freedom and justice for all, except for the Black people and the Asian people and the Latino people, except for all of them. They were literally having these dueling hypocritical ideologies happening at the very same time, performing extreme racism as an individual by being slave owners, but then also being a part of government and having to enact laws. So when we talk about how people's prejudices and shit affect the laws, it affects the lives of the people who live in this country. It is very, very exhausting for people to be online with this dumbass cult-like energy behind this man, to the point that I can't say I don't believe him or I don't believe news stories that are telling me this man did any hard work for anything. That his diplomacy is actually good enough for him to have good relationships. If there's anything, he has dirt on him, or they're scared of him in some respect, or they're bullshitting him so they can fuck him later. Either way, I cannot trust Trump without y'all feeling like I or anybody is worshiping Kamala and Biden as if we don't understand that none of these people are fully to be trusted, and that at all times in America, we are doing something fucked up somewhere else. Like, I think we all know that, right? Like, I feel like we should understand that. Like, you know that your freedoms are literally based in a hierarchy that has to have people on the bottom. And that's why a lot of this shit really should be dismantled and thought about. People need to be enlightened. And I hate the fact that it seems that there has to be an extreme dark period before the enlightenment. But whatever the fuck they got going on out there on the internet, I'm going to give it to y'all because I'm a very logical person. Okay, let's say Trump is actually working well right now. We still have 4 more years of this shit. We still have 4 more years of this shit. So I want everybody to take a deep breath and chill the fuck out. Okay? Take a deep breath and chill out. We'll see where this goes. Most of us know where this is going to go because we've seen it before. We know the patterns. Don't get too excited. We all tried to get excited the first time he got elected. We're like, okay, maybe he might do something different. Like, everybody tries to be hopeful. A lot of us aren't like y'all with this very like, no. He's great. He's doing something's wrong with a lot of y'all. I've encountered a lot of y'all that think this man is a good person. And I don't understand what y'all are looking at or how you come to that conclusion based on the shit that he says. It's insane. Now